starting. Hey, happy habits crew. We even have
Hello.
Shanna on location. Minnesota in the house. It is what's the date today? The 26th?
26, yes, ma'am.
26th, March 26th. We've got Iowa in the house. We've got Minnesota in the house.
Georgia in the house.
Georgia in the house.
Georgia, good.
And Arizona in the house. All right, let me check my phone. So we are going to be talking about our life book, our owner's manual life book. Tanya alerted me that they said something about a Wednesday night meeting on Monday, which I have no clue about. I don't know if anyone else caught that, but
Yeah, they did.
Yes.
They did mention it, but I didn't get the information to log on.
I heard a Wednesday night, but I didn't see anything else
Yeah,
about it.
they said she said she was going to put it in a chat somewhere, but I don't know. There's chats all over the place. So,
Who knows? Who knows? Well, if I find it, I'll try to make it more clear for y'all, okay?
okay.
Okay.
As I clarify myself, asked around. Um, hold on a second. Okay, I gotta get this off. Something is on my phone. Okay, there we go. Um, okay, so here we go. So owner's manual, life book. I love the idea of it being an owner's manual. I just did a little live on that because I thought that was a really great concept. Um, of course, we have our owner's manual called the Bible, but this is a little more practical in terms of step by step and daily do, right? In
Yes.
Part
this
two.
in this world that we live in today. This is a good sidekick. It's a good sidekick to the real deal, right? But I have something I want to share with you today. I'm going to screen share here for a minute. Yvonne, Georgia
Yes.
in the house. All right. So, first of all, little administration. Love yourself. You guys can see this.
Yes.
You are loving
I
yourself enough
good.
to
Loves
live
myself.
a healthy lifestyle. I don't know why the screen got so small. Something happened and all my slides are super small. I don't know what happened. I'm gonna have to fix this now. But anyway, high five everybody. Whoop whoop. High 10 for showing up. Activist, and optimist together. You are my
Yep.
tribe. Sorry I'm late today, tribe. You are my people. You think like me. And we're breathing.
And out.
Calm it down because I am certainly not contributing to the stress reduction that everyone is feeling. Take a couple deep breaths. My nervous system tip for you today is I saw this on one of my little podcasts is standing it just in the middle, just stand up whenever you're stressed out and bounce. Kind of
Hmm.
jump up and down, or bounce, or if you have one of those bouncy things, those rebounders, bouncing is great for the nervous system. It calms.
Okay.
So just bounce, just as you're standing there, just up and
Yeah.
down on your toes or jump up and down a little bit, and just shake it out, your whole body. Isn't that something?
Yeah.
And it
And
it works. It makes you. It's kind of
I
like a
found an exercise last night that I'm starting, which I was going to share. But one of the things was now I can't bounce up and down, but I can stand there and bounce side to side
side
on
to
my feet.
side.
And so
Yeah,
I did that exercise last night. And here you are
side to side,
affirming for me
front
that
to
that was a
back.
good exercise.
Yeah, I thought about dogs. You know how they shake it out. They
Yes, I
shake it
do.
out, and we can just shake out our body, right? Just shake it out, and it works. It works for them. It works for us.
Yes.
Okay. So that's my little nervous system tip as you breathing and hugging yourself and doing your
Yes.
little fingers. I did these too. Anyway,
Yes.
so we're all of healthy mindset. We're surrounded by people who get it. We're in process of learning how to be stress free, keep our brain and our heart together. By the way, this brain heart connection, it actually, there's a brain gut connection as well. So if you have gut issues and bowel issues and motility issues and constipation or diarrhea, any kind of IBS issues, it has to do with your stress. It's a gut brain thing. It's a gut brain connection, and it's a real thing. Um, so Monday, of course, we're always working on our health in one way or another, emotional and self-love. I wanted you to quick kind of quiz yourself. I went over all this with Phyllis today, but kind of give yourself a grade. We've got Monday night, we have daily calls, we have the life book, we have the forum once a month. Now we have this new habit finder thing we're all involved up in, and what in the world are what's going on, right? And then we have our coaching sessions. There is a lot, right? But does it feel like a lot to you, or does it feel like a benefit to you? What do you guys think? I know you're
Both,
both. Yeah.
both.
Do you always get something out of it when you do it?
Yes,
Yes.
Yeah.
yes,
Yeah.
always do.
It always
Always do.
feels like a lot of a lot, but then you always go, oh,
But take what you like. And if you
yeah,
just take one thing, it's better to take one thing and have it apply
right.
than to try to do it all. Yeah.
Yeah, and like they
Yeah.
said, and this is my one note for Monday, take the gem, find the gem, put yourself on five. One of the hardest things to do is get in the life book, this one here, the life book and the habits health book. And I like the concept of find your gem for the day, if it's 5 minutes or 5 paragraphs, guys.
Yeah.
You can find a gem in there in one paragraph, in 5 paragraphs, 5 minutes. You can find a gem. That's all you need. And I like to say that means you put your brain on fat burn. One audio video health class a week and one gem. We're getting rid of the
Mhm.
fat brain, as
Yeah.
Dave calls it, the fat brain.
Yeah.
Um, so anyway, I liked that from Monday night. And then um, just one other thing, administratively, and then I'll shut this off. I'm going to send this and text this to all of you. I did email it last week as well. Um, if you would, when you are so inspired, if you have been to the Habit Finders classes, if you have been looking at your results, if you've been working on your scores and thinking about what you're learning, share that with someone. Text that article, put it on your Facebook, share what you're getting out of it. This is not about food, it's not about weight, guys. It's about share
Yeah.
what's going on in here with someone else because they are feeling the same way, overwhelmed, exhausted, stuck, yada yada, right? So the obligation cycle is real and everyone's stuck there. So just share it. It's got a QR code if anyone wants to go to the code. It's all in this. It's a little article, it's super short. But do that as much as you can because care and share, right? Care and share. Just want to encourage you to keep caring and sharing. And lastly, but not leastly, I just did the math with Sharon today for another client, and Sharon and I talked through this. Do you know this spring sale, this new Ascend line is less $2 or less than. It's between 175 and $2.20 each, depending on which package someone got. That's per bar, per serving. That is that is ridiculous savings. And I didn't calculate it out per serving until today, and I'm blown away because like the Ascend products are normally 44 bucks a box, with that's like $4 each, which is kind of, it's kind of spendy. But when you go to the store, I went to the gas station, it was they wanted $5 for a comparable protein bar with all full of all kinds of crap, and I was like, $5? You're kidding me. So somebody's buying it. And anyway, these are so stupid cheap, it's ridiculous. So I put this little thing together and I'm sending it to some of my people. Um, Athletes, people on prescription meds, great, but anyone and everyone, like I said, for a healthier swap snack because it's so dumb cheap. I can't even believe it. It's really ridiculous.
Yeah.
So I just had to share that with you guys again today. Don't leave your friends out. I even texted my brother, and I never try to talk to. I even texted my brother and said, "Dude, you gotta look at this," and that's going out on a limb, right? So, anyways, people want they're gonna buy crap junk. They're gonna buy convenience, so they might as well get some of this, right? Right, Sharon?
Mhm.
So they might as well get some of this because at least they're getting some good protein and it's a better source. So just give that a try if you know anybody that's buying and I went and got my mother-in-law's Costco box. I took the back off her Costco box. She buys these Crunch Fit things at Costco. These have comparable amounts of protein in them. No, there's two-thirds of the protein and the sweeteners are horrific
Yeah.
and the ingredients are horrific. So I keep that around just to remind myself that these are a way better choice, even if and when they go back up, they're not on sale. So that being said, people think they're getting themselves a deal at Costco. They're not. My personal win of the week, um, I'll just share first and then we'll go around round robin. Um, Oh, wait, did you guys see the picture? Somebody got bracelets that said get get to, choose to, want to.
Oh,
Little
no,
little
I didn't see them.
bracelets and then stickers that say get to, choose to, want to. I'll find that and I'll share it with you next time. I was hoping to find someone to make those. Um all right, emotional investment post. Okay. My win for the week. I personally I'm proud of myself because I signed up for round 3 of the Health Finders starting tomorrow. And I know Yvonne's doing it. I know Sharon's doing it. I don't know. Phyllis, I think, is doing it.
Mhm.
Tanya's doing it. We got another, I
Yeah.
mean, I don't know how many. So
We're
that's fun.
starting. Yeah.
That's fun because I am learning and growing. I am a work in progress. But I remember I signed up for that little extra weight loss thing. Well, I've been sick for a week. I actually lost the weight I was trying to lose early, that pesky 3 to 4 pounds. And I'm so excited because I got on the scale and I thought, oh, I've been eating, because you know how what you do when you're sick. You're like, oh, it's okay. I'll just eat this and that. And so that's my kind of. There's sometimes payoff. Sometimes the payoff to being sick. So
Yeah.
anyway, so Betty, go ahead. And what's your win for the week? What's your share from Monday?
Oh, I've got quite a bit of things to do, but for myself, for the win for the week, I found, like I started to say before, I found some 15-minute exercises that I can do. And some are standing doing them. And then I found some I'm going to try for laying on my hospital bed. I can try doing them on there. I can't get on the
Um,
floor, but I'm going to try those. So
Good.
that
Margot
is
has a bunch of chair yoga things. She is big on chair yoga if you want to
okay.
connect
That's
with her.
that's good. And then and because of that, my pain is retreating, and and with between the prayers, Optavia, Katie, Dave, coaches, community, I'm I've looked back and I've thought, yes, I've been on a plateau for the last few months, but it just hit me while I was waiting for this to start. It's it's only been a plateau as far as weight goes. I haven't gained, I haven't lost, but I've gained so much in everything else that I felt like I thought, you're like a plane on the runway and you're revving up. And all of a sudden I feel like today I've got an inner peace and I have an inner calmness. I feel like, oh, I'm ready to to take off now. I'm really ready to take off. I've got stuff to talk over with Dr. Michelle when she calls today. I just, I just have this, it's instead of the stomach shaky, shaky, shake, my stomach's calm. It's ready.
Wow.
So and it's all of this together. My community here, this community is super. It
Because
really is.
you were feeling your anxiety and stress in your stomach. Is that what you're saying? You were
Well,
feeling?
yeah, in the shoulders, it's gone, and I find myself the last week, all of a sudden my shoulders just go down relaxed, whereas before they'd be way up here, now
Mhm.
they're kinda here, and all of a sudden they just go down.
Wow.
It's really wonderful, so it's a it's it's like it's a crazy win. It's a win, but it's like
It's
it's
not.
something I know inside.
It's
It's what
not
I know.
crazy at all, guys, because when we're calm and we're feeling it
Mhm.
calm in our body, it is a huge win for every cell, tissue, and organ in our body.
Yeah,
You
it's
guys,
just
Way to
it's
go, Betty.
oh, thank you,
yeah,
thank you.
it's a huge
Yeah,
win. Every your cell on a cellular level, when we are calm,
yeah.
yes,
So
ma'am.
so anyway, I'm happy,
That's
smiling.
awesome. Bravo. High five. I 10.
Thank you.
Yay.
Any notes from Monday on I know you're my note taker.
Yes, I did see some stuff on Monday. Mostly that what those ladies shared were just so personable and really if you have any thoughts about being a coach, they really, really back it. My thing about being a coach is the technical stuff. It's the computers and the all that stuff that holds me back. But they keep
Oh, that's right. You went to the coach share when we were doing
yes,
the coach
yeah.
share. That's right. Yeah, yeah. And it was fun for you to be there and see what other
Yes.
coaches, because
And it is, and I
you only know
believe in
me.
all that stuff. Yeah, I believe in all that stuff. It's just that I balk at doing because I have so much trouble with computer and all
Yeah.
that other stuff. But the one thing I put for myself was Betty, get out of the waterfall. They were talking about the waterfall. What's that? Note to self is that was on Dave. We can't do everything by ourselves. And he mentioned something about a waterfall. And I said, I put a note to myself, Betty, get out of the waterfall. I don't have to be down here. I can be in the calm, in the backwater. I can be floating. I can do all those things. I don't have to be in this gasping for air, grabbing for branches. I don't have to do that. So
Get out of the water. Yes.
the waterfall that because I can just you can just see that tremendous rush over. I don't need to be electricity zipping off. I need to be myself calm. So I did grab that.
Hmm.
There was some good things over the week too from some of the wind calls and
Any other gems?
yeah, one thing was you can change now. Your future is not written. Your future is not written. So we can work on changing. That was one of the good. There was another good one too. Oh, this one was really nice too. One of the coaches says she has a little sticky note on her life book, and she says, um, Dr. A is coaching me for a few minutes every day. So she says, he's my coach for a few minutes every day. And I thought, that's a nice way to look at it. And it helps you to come back. Oh, I have a session with Dr. A. My 5 minutes is coming up and do that. So,
My 5-minute call with Dr. A is coming up. It's an appointment.
yes,
Mhm.
That's a
yes.
great idea, guys. I mean, his face is right on the book. Okay. All right. 5 minutes. I gotta show up, you know.
So that's just a few. There's gems all over, but those are just a few of them. So,
I love it. I love it. I have to tell you, I've been showing up to my own win calls, or my own coaching calls, which is another win for me. And every time I think, okay, see, I needed that. That was the gem I needed to hear from my coach. And
yeah,
it's true. It's
yes.
absolutely true. Thank you, Betty, for sharing.
Oh, you are, and I'm listening to my coach too. She told me last week, I want your menus for 10 days. And so I get off my duff early in the morning and send out my menu.
I want your menus for 10 days. That's
So,
fantastic. That is
because
great.
you sneak, oh, that silly drawer. She gave me a picture of Alf and I put it in the the nut drawer so that when I
Hmm.
open it, there's Alf there. Do you really want to eat these?
Hmm. Hmm. I love it. I love it. Well, Sharon looks like she's in the car. I don't know. Just let us know when you're able to share, Sharon, or if you want to. It looks like she's in route, but if not, that's fine.
Yes.
We'll just count her out. Yvonne, Sarah, tell me. Monday, let's see. You weren't on the coach share, but you were on the one prior, and we talked
Yes.
about that last week. Did you watch the coach share video at all or not?
No.
No, okay. How about Monday night? You got notes on the
Monday night, I don't take a lot of notes, but I take like little bullets.
Mhm.
So
What's your
what
bullet? We love bullets.
Yes.
My notes
my
are horrible. They're just bullets.
my bullet was don't let mood and emotion be in control.
Awesome.
And I think I'm going to have my daughter do a little sticker for me so that the places where I don't go to the refrigerator for stuff because I got to do stuff with it if I take it out of the refrigerator. So that's not my issue. I need to put it in places where if I'm munching on something, it's like the bread that sits on the counter and things like that. But to put it in places where it will provoke me, like our conversation this morning, will provoke me to stop,
Yes.
challenge,
Yes.
and
Choose.
choose.
Hmm.
That's what I need, little stickers like that. So I'm gonna have her make up some, for me. And my win for the week is when I do my laundry, I'm so mindful that my tops, not to put them in the dryer because if they shrink, I don't have them there. But now I put everything in the dryer because I know
That it's gonna fit.
it's gonna fit.
Yay!
Yep. I used to hate dryers for that reason too. I don't dry those pants, right? Don't put those in the dryer.
Me, it's the tops. The bottoms are always bottom weight is not my issue. It's
Yes.
Yeah.
the top weight, from
Yvonne, I know you shared 5 inches and you haven't been under 180 in 30 years and you've lost 5 inches. That's phenomenal.
That is
So
good.
bravo. And then and bravo for she's now doing 2 or 3 calls a week and Monday night and Wednesday, right?
Yeah.
So she's rivaling Betty. Phyllis is coming up in the rear. No one beats Sharon. Sharon is everywhere all the time. She hears me on recordings. She hears recordings before I do. Like, I don't know how to keep up with this one. And Elaine, she's the silent giant. I've never met her in person, and she is everywhere. It's amazing. She was on the Coach Call Monday. I don't know if you can share, Elaine, but she was on the Coach Explore Monday, and I'm just so proud of y'all for doing that. Anytime there is a Coach Explore, just go because I I never. I mean, it doesn't matter. You don't think you may not ever think about yourself as one, and they all say this ever. You may not. But Sharon, that was like not ever on her radar. This was never ever on my radar. So we never say never because
That's right.
right? We just don't know.
Yes, that
And
is true.
so never say never and just know that I do me and I do things the way I do loud and proud and all the things and but there's a lot of coaches like and Sharon, she's 69. She didn't know how to do any of this technology, Betty. And there are other people who don't do anything on Facebook. They don't do any
Mhm.
technology. They're just grassroots, right?
No,
Friends, family, up front and personal. It doesn't matter. And anytime you're leading or mentoring someone else or partnering with someone else, they're looking up to you. And I talked to Phyllis about this today. you're going to end up coaching by default. And Sharon knows this too, because they're going to be asking you, well, what do you do and how do you do? And you're going to end up sharing, you're going to end up coaching them anyway, right?
I
So,
hope so. I
so
hope
always
so.
just take advantage of those things when you can, because you never know where your last inspiration will lead you. And right.
Yeah.
So, any other tips for us, Sarah, that you have, my friend?
Not up front. It might come after we're offline, but
Yeah.
not
She, Yvonne, we went to page 140. I think it was
143.
143. Remember learning curve? We reviewed you're consciously incompetent, you're incompetent unconsciously, then you're incompetent consciously, then you're consciously incompetent, and then you're unconsciously competent. So there's these stages of learning. So you have to be
Yes.
patient with yourself and remember
Yeah.
those. So, Phyllis, this is week 2 for you, girlfriend. Bravo, high five, high 10, everybody. She's down 6 pounds.
Yeah.
She's getting the training wheels on.
Yeah.
She's still training wheels on, but she's going down the
That's
road,
good.
doing awesome, showing
Thank
up
you.
at all the things. We talked about how to get on Monday. She's here on every. So tell us, what is your biggest, your top 3 aha moments so far, a couple weeks down the road here.
Yeah, so I went to a friend's birthday party, and one of my downfalls has been the sweets, how much I rely on the sweets. And they had about 4 different delectable looking things. But someone brought veggies, so I chose celery and the pea pods, and so that was a win. That was a win for me, and then the highlight is I won one of the games we were playing. So I ran around and gave someone a hug. So it was fun. I had a lot of fun, even though I didn't get the sugar.
But she ran around.
Yes.
God. And didn't you say someone noticed
Yeah, someone noticed that I was eating healthier, asked me about it.
and that you had more energy?
So
She was noticing that I wouldn't have, who's this running around person? I would never have done this before.
yeah,
And the other thing that you mentioned was you chose the pea pods, and what did they taste like?
they were so sweet.
Yes.
So my palate's changing, which is kind of exciting too. I had a salad that had a little sliver of a carrot in there, and it was sweet. And I'm like, wow,
Yeah. It changes.
Bravo. I love to say I told you so. I love to say I told you so.
you told me so.
I did. I love the told you so dance because it's so true. You can train your taste buds. You just trained them the wrong way, girl.
That's for sure.
We trained them to like the now we have to retrain them like training a dog. It's hard sometimes to untrain the dog from the bad habits. Um, I have my tongue actually, my taste buds actually like bitter stuff now better than sweet. So
Oh,
yeah, I trained them the opposite direction. Sharon's got her taste buds pretty under wraps too. Um, Elaine, let's see. Elaine is doing some body comp scans, all kind of picking her. I know she's not sharing, but she's been working in the gym. She's done these body comp scans. She's working on ultra health goals. She's already at her healthy BMI. She has been first and sustaining for quite some time now. She is Sharon's age, I believe, or maybe just a little bit younger. She's in her 60s. Hopefully we'll see her someday. I've never even seen a picture of Elaine, by the way. But she and we text a lot and I've spoken on the phone. So congratulations, Elaine. You're doing awesome. And
good.
she's going for ultra health, ultra goals. She's working on muscle mass, muscle building. So she's in her 60s killing it. Um, if whenever you can share or want to, Sharon, you go right ahead. But Sharon is out there in Arizona climbing mountains, hiking all over the place.
Yes.
Um, just just stuff that normal people her age don't do. And she is out there. I mean, it's like talk about energy. I don't know. I don't know how I'd keep up with her, quite frankly. I really don't know that I could. Um, so she's out there and she has, oh, probably a good dozen clients, and who knew she'd ever never be coach. Oh, there's Arizona. She's showing us on location. Yay. Thank you, Sharon. I told her to pop in even if she couldn't talk and show us her view. Thank you so much. That's awesome. So, yeah, Sharon's always working with all her crew and her tribe too. They don't show up here, but Elaine does, and Elaine's part of her tribe. Margot, welcome. I'm happy to hear you.
Oh,
Happy.
Margot's here.
What's happening with you, Margot? What's your win of the week, and what was your share from Monday? Got anything?
Wow. It's been kind of a crazy week. My win, of course, is now, and this sounds so bizarre, when I get on the scale, seeing that I've gone up a pound. So I'm
Yay!
getting back to closer to normal weight, and that will be really great
Well,
when
you
I
missed the
can.
fact that I was happy to be sick for a week because I lost the few pounds I was really struggling to try to get off. So that was the upside.
Yeah, yeah. And here I am. But the one thing that I have done is I've gotten at least back on my eating routine. I'm able to eat more. Well, I have another endoscopy the end of this week, so we'll see if that changes a little bit. But bottom line is I've gone back to trying to eat more like I was eating. Um, Even though I mean I lost the weight because I wasn't eating at all. And so
Not good.
then when I was eating the soft foods and that trying to pick weight back up, I was eating things that I hadn't eaten in 10 years. And so, but now I'm back to it's almost like when I go to the store. In fact, I went early this morning and I walked through and my hand can't reach out to the bad stuff anymore. Where it was for a few weeks because I was really trying to get weight going back up again. And now that it's been moving a little bit, it's like, okay, I don't need that anymore. Let's get back to
Yeah.
normal. What's normal for me?
Yeah. Good
So,
job.
you
Good
know,
job.
my
That's
goal
awesome because
is,
that could be a slippery slope, right?
Yes.
yeah, it could be, and I don't want it to be.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, if I can get up now another 4 pounds, that will be 10 pounds back, and I'll be okay. If I can stay, I'd like to get the other, but I'm not going to worry about it. I don't need to get the full 20 back. If I've got that 10 to play with, that'll be fine. But the important thing is my head told me, you can't keep doing this because otherwise you're going to keep doing this.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Mhm.
And I don't want to bring back the old habits.
That was the conversation in the brain on Monday night. They were talking about is like, is this working for you? I don't think
Yeah,
this is working for you. Let's go back to the book. And because your brain is constantly, devil and angel, right?
Yes.
yeah,
And I've mentioned that before, but I loved her question. I always ask myself, how's that working for me? How's that working for you?
yeah. And that's basically where I've been at. And interestingly enough, since I switched back to what is the norm for me, my energy's improved. I've been moving a lot more. Oh, I will say, if anybody's interested, because of my legs, I can't get out and do a lot of walking, and because of the weather here in Minnesota. And I have one of those little pedal bikes, under the desk kind of, and it was okay, but it wasn't doing it. It just didn't seem to work the way I wanted it to be. And I kept watching these ads on TV for the elliptical, for
Yeah.
the mini elliptical. And I kept thinking, gee, maybe that would be better. And so I looked into it with the 800 number on TV, and it was like over $300. And some of those will let you make payments. Now they wanted that credit card right up front. That was it. And I went, well, okay, the pedal bike will be just fine. And just as a fluke, good old Amazon, I thought I'll check it out and see $129.
Oh, good.
And I love it. And the thing that I love about it that I can already tell is different from the pedal bike is the pedal bike was great for helping from my knees to my feet, which is where my biggest problem is. But this is going all the way up my thighs. All of a sudden, I've got, why is that hurting?
And you
Why
don't
is that sore?
and you don't stand on it. You just
No, I'm sitting on it right now. I'm on it right now.
oh, you're sitting on it. Okay.
I'm not sitting on it, but my feet are on it.
On it right now.
And and it goes, like this, but it's doing all the muscles all the way up the thighs. I couldn't figure out why I was having this pain. And then I was talking to my nurse and she goes, because it's moving the muscles in your thighs that haven't been moving, which is great because the last thing I need is atrophy in my legs,
No.
from
Yeah,
not
you don't
getting a
need
lot of
that.
movement. So if anybody's thinking about it, go to Amazon, and I love it. You don't, all you have to do is plug it in. You don't even have to put anything together.
Wow, that's fantastic. And
Yeah,
it goes right for you.
yeah,
That's
yeah.
awesome.
So
Well, it's interesting because Margot, you've been living in the end of the life book, and they mentioned that this is our owner's manual,
yeah,
and I did a live today and said, how many times do you have a stack of owner's manuals and you stick them in the cupboard and you never ever look at them, right? Raise your hand, right? You never look at them. The same thing's going to happen. You're going to just try to make it through life, figure out how to use it on your own the hard way, duct tape it together. It's not used efficiently, it's not used effectively, it wears out faster, it doesn't run as long because you didn't read the owner's manual.
yeah. Oh
Duh,
yeah, yeah.
right? And that makes so much sense to me, right? And okay, so that's why this is so important because at the end of the book, Margot, you're in section 3.3. Most clients never get to the third section 3 of this book. Most never get here. And Margot's living in this ultra health, and so is Sharon, right? And I and my husband living in this, and we have a group of women that don't show up here today, by the way. I call them my live it lifers, and they are living it out there, but they're living element 3. They're living this part 3 of the book, the ultra health strategies. They're using these, monitoring our energy and our exercise. Like Margot, you're monitoring your energy and your
Yeah.
exercise to monitor and your to drive your metabolism to gain weight, which is not normal, but you're using it the same way. The same principles apply in here about energy management throughout your life, whether it's up or down or steady. It's all in here, you guys. It's so cool to
Yeah, it
watch
is.
her actually do this thing. And talks about additional energy expenditures. It talks about, needing to back off energy expenditure, how to have ultra health goals with your muscle mass. But it's all in here. And then even Betty at the end, page 526, is about stress reduction and the relaxation response and how
Okay.
important the relaxation response is, page 526. And progressive relaxation, even talks about therapy, get help, which Betty's doing,
Yep.
which I'm doing, right?
Yes.
I signed up for my emotional eating course, and I've
Good.
got my Thursday night. We've all got our help with Dave night, right? Our
Yes.
breaks.
Yeah.
You know what? That's free therapy, gang. It's free.
Yes.
So we're doing this. We're in section 3, even if we're not at our weight loss goal. And um you will eventually get to your ideal BMI, but just really embrace the fact that you do have an owner's manual, and that it whatever you need or you're struggling with, it is
Yeah.
in there. It's for real.
And
It's the real
and
deal.
and Amy, if I can say something, I just thought of when I got this machine, the information I looked up on it and using it is that the average person, when they walk upright, should walk 2 to 5 miles each time they take a journey. With the machine, it only gives you, it goes 30 minutes and it stops. It stops. And you can go several times a day, but there is a downtime. And they say that they make it stop because people will get on it and just, like somebody who works at a computer all day, they'll just keep it going. And
Right.
that is unhealthy
Uh-huh.
because you're not getting that upward movement.
Uh-huh.
So at 30 minutes, it just turns off and you got to wait like an hour and then you can go back on it, which I
Mhm.
thought was interesting for them to consider
Yeah.
in the machine, the difference between machine and person. So somebody
Interesting.
doesn't get
Yeah.
addicted to the machine
Yeah.
and actually have it end up doing more harm than good.
Well, you know, we're here because we're impulsive people. And so can you see that? Well,
Oh,
if a little bit's good, well,
A
I'll
lot
do
must be
this
better.
machine. I'll do it all day and cure myself, you know.
which may,
I can see my mind just going off that
yeah,
direction. We're
but
impulsive that way, you
but
know.
it doesn't let you, which that's I say, I think
Good.
the company that put this together was brilliant
Yeah.
Yeah, good,
because
good.
they considered the human factor in it.
Yeah.
So that's so awesome. And that's Margot is that's so awesome. Margot, you're a great example of having completely taken on the new identity of a healthy person from a
Yes.
Wisconsin cheese eater,
Oh yeah,
from a Wisconsin cheese meat eater
yeah,
to a healthy I am a healthy person. I
yeah.
love the affirmations on Monday night too, because I made note of a few of these. Did you guys catch the I am statements? So every time you say I am, or I suck at this, or I'm not that, remember to switch it immediately to I am a healthy girl. I am the boss. She said, I'm a healthy girl. I am the boss, right?
Yeah,
I am
yeah,
in control of this hand. I control what you do. You know what? You're not getting your way. Are you for real? Like talking to the are you for real? No, I'm in charge.
Yeah.
Talk to the other person like they're
Yeah.
not for real. Are you for real? No. That isn't like
yeah,
Margot's like, yeah, get real. No, I cannot keep making that choice.
Body brain. That
She's in
body
charge
brain.
of her hand. Nope, I healthy people don't choose that. Nope, hand is not going there.
Yeah.
My
yeah,
hand is not going there. It's not. I'm in charge of this hand. I'm a healthy girl. I have healthy scores. I make healthy choices. I'm the boss. Like, be the girl boss. I love that this one was I read. I read. I read. I can read instead of I don't read. I can't read. I won't read. Right?
Mm-hmm.
That one was good because that's what I hear all
yeah,
the time. Oh, I don't read. I wouldn't read. No, blah, blah, blah. Yeah, I read. You can read. You can read. Anyone can read. Can't read, we can learn how to read, right?
Yeah.
So, anyways, we I love that, Margot. You are embodying being the healthy person, and 1/3% of your day is 5 minutes. I loved that too. I caught that as well.
Yes.
You can spend
yeah.
5 minutes. 1/3%. Yeah, you can do it. So you can do anything you put your mind to. And in fact, you can do these habit finder classes. If there is a Wednesday night thing, I will find out. I will let you know. You can share what you're learning, share your life books. Don't keep your owner manual in the closet. Let it sit out. So let other people see it that come into your environment. Let them see it. Right? It's not a secret. Um, and just be loud and proud. Margot, I'm sure you have a share for us today. You have an inspiration
I
for us
do.
today. Let's see. Anyone else want anything to share? Well, we've got 10 minutes here. Anyone have any other wins or
Yeah.
learns that they want to talk through, walk through, struggles, challenges? We talked about wins. Mary is not here. However, our Mary, she sent me some pictures today, so she's listening to this recording, which I'm sure she will. She will be happy for me to share with you that she is putting in her resignation today. So, as soon as her boss gets there, she's going to put in her resignation, you guys. She is retiring. So, this is a big deal. So, bravo, Mary.
Wow.
She's
Yay.
retiring. She's resigning. I've got her retirement letter right here. She sent me a picture of it.
Oh, good.
So that's a big deal. She's been trying to figure out what to do about that for a long time, and she is dealing with a grandkid that was in Mayo with a skull abnormality they fixed at Mayo Clinic. So that's what she's been. Did you see that, buddy? That's what she's been dealing with.
Wow.
So prayers out to Mary, and she was doing okay, but they're still concerned. So
Okay.
prayers out to Mary and for all the things, big changes in her life.
Wow.
All right, Margot, what have you got for us?
Okay. Um, I may have done this a long time ago, but I saw it and I thought it fits with where we're all at right now.
Yeah.
And it's called commitment. Commitment is what transforms a promise into reality. It is the words that speak boldly of your intentions and the actions which speak louder than the words. It is making the time when there is none, coming through time after time after time, year after year after year. Commitment is the stuff character is made of, the power to change the face of things. It is the daily triumph of integrity over skepticism.
Oh, oh,
Uh,
integrity over skepticism.
Yeah.
Ooh. One of my driving forces, thank you, Margot, that makes me tear because when I stop, challenge, and choose, Yvonne, I ask myself, is this choice going to bring me integrity, self respect, and honor? And it all comes down to that, right? In integrity to yourself and to your creator and that whole thing.
mhm.
It's really a big deal. I love that. You got to be committed to you for
Yeah.
sure. Absolutely. There's no question about it. And we all can agree, and I'm going to screen share here real quick, that what we've lost is way more than we've gained. Or Betty, you said this at the very beginning of today. Here, let me find this. I got to pull this back up. You said something pretty profound, and I want to share it. What you have gained, or who was it that said this?
Was it the plateau?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So what we may have lost weight, but what kind of weight are we really
You're losing.
losing? Mental, emotional,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah. And
Getting
what I had, yeah,
burden.
what I had done I've gained so much on this plateau. I just feel like
That's
I'm
exactly it.
on the runway
Yeah.
and I'm revving my wheels. I'm getting ready to take off, and that's what I really feel
Yeah.
like.
Don't
So,
focus on the weight loss, focus on the gains, and the
yeah,
gains are sometimes all
yes,
right
right
that
there.
matters. So,
Now, I did find my note here. What I heard today was at 7:30 to 7:30 Central Time is called Owner's Manual, something for
yeah.
tonight.
Yeah.
Okay. Something, and that's all they said. They would put something in the chat that was on the win call, and that's all I have down there. I just put it down. Something about an owner's manual and the
I know. I saw that too, but I don't see anything anywhere. So I will keep you posted. Kathy says she'll miss everybody. Hello. She had to help with a funeral. Mari had to help with her mother in an appointment today. So she said she'd catch the video. So thank you, Kathy, Mari, Mary. Our hearts go out to you. We're
yes.
happy that you're here. And Sharon, thanks for showing up in Arizona. Um, we love you. Thanks for keeping us
Yeah.
posted. And please share your wins from the Habits of Health or Habit Finder, right? In as soon as you can with other people. So, I love you. Bring
Yeah.
more. We got another class starting on Monday. I got connected with a client, a past chiropractic client that Margot knows, just randomly through Facebook, and he saw that scanner code thing that I had posted, and he was interested. He took the evaluation. I hadn't even talked to him, and all of a sudden I got his little, eval in the
Good.
email, and well, don't
Was
you know
that
we've talked.
Hugh?
No, Kevin Krolchek. And don't you
Oh
know,
my gosh.
we've talked 4 times since then and all kinds of stuff. And because he was interested in getting unstuck, and he just
Yeah.
randomly took the thing. So
So,
yeah. So anyway,
yeah.
very fun, everybody. I'm so glad you were here today. Anyone else have any other shares or takeaways from today that you appreciate? What'd you
I,
appreciate today, Phyllis? You're the newbie. What'd you
yeah.
appreciate today?
Love you guys.
I wrote down a lot of notes that hit me. I like be the girl boss. Yeah.
Yeah.
And
Yes.
just different little notes I wrote down. We can't do everything by ourselves. Get out into the waterfall or out of the waterfall. I wrote that down.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. And the bouncing thing. Bouncing is
Good.
good for your
Yeah.
nervous system. Yeah.
Good for
Yes.
your nervous system. Good. Awesome. See, we learn from each other.
Yeah. We
Yeah.
do. We do.
Fantastic. And now you can go back and watch the recording from Monday, and now you have the right sites and things, right, Phyllis? So, all right. I love you. Appreciate you all. Hugs and
Okay.
love.
Love you
Yes.
guys.
Bye-bye.
See you
Thank
soon. Take
you.
care.
Bye.
Bye bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.